The currency of Indonesia is called the rupiah. When I was there, it fluctuated from 8,000 rupiah to $1 up to 12,000 rupiah to $1. Us Americans really liked it when it was 12,000 rupiah to $1 because we got bank with the conversion rates. It was awesome. You can usually get a meal, but for the most part, averages out to about 10,000 rupiah for $1. So that's what I would use when equating costs. Cost of living there is really inexpensive. A ridiculously expensive meal. Okay, not like posh top tier gourmet restaurants, but like normal person going to a nice expensive restaurant could be about 25,000 rupiah, which is $250. One of my favorite places was this. It's called Warung Steak. It's a steak and shake, and you could get 2 country fried steaks with gravy and vegetables, and a milkshake for $1.50. I rarely had a meal that cost more than 10,000 rupiah. So for $1, you can get wonderful, delicious, filling meals. If you start getting into like eating a lot more chicken or meat, then it does start getting a little more expensive. But most things were cheaper than that. Possibly with housing, I remember seeing a housing contract once because we were renegotiating where the missionaries were going to live, and I happened to be in the office. And I think it was about the annual rate that we agreed to for this one house was 8 million rupiah, which is about $800 to $900 for the apartment where we were staying for a year. So cost of living is definitely on the lower end. When I was serving in the office, our monthly allowance, there's a bare minimum amount of money that missionaries are required by Salt Lake to receive. It's about $125, I think. And then on top of that, the mission president can adjust it according to his discretion. And serving in the office, the president's discretion was 0. We were getting the bare minimum allowed by Salt Lake as missionaries, and we were still having pizza 2 or 3 times a month, riding taxis on occasion. So yeah, Indonesia is one of those missions where your $400 a month towards the missionary fund goes to support the missionaries in Japan, not necessarily you. Transportation costs, depending, if you take longer trips, I mean, riding on a train, tickets get more expensive, or plane fares, more expensive, but even that's pretty cheap by American standards. Most of the buses or on-coach you ride will be between 2,000 rupiah up to most expensive being about 5,000 rupiah. So a quarter to 50 cents is usually what you pay for transportation. Jakarta was really nice because they had the busway. And you can get off at any station of the busway, transfer it to a different bus line without having to pay again. So you can pay the 35 cents to get on the busway and ride an air-conditioned bus for 4 or 5 hours proselyting. So that was really awesome.